Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make 3 different bows. And one of the reasons why I decided to do this is that I've always wanted to learn how to make bows, but I do have a problem with my right hand. It doesn't close, my thumb works. So I've always been a little gun shy of trying to make bows on video, but I managed to learn how to do it. So I figure if I can do it, probably most of you can do it too. So let's take a look at some of the ribbons, because this can be a problem. Because if you don't pick the right type of ribbon, your bow will come out really bad, as I found out very quickly. So this is grosgrain ribbon. Now I do use this a lot for other types of trims, sometimes making bows. And this is the one it is. This is Ofre, grosgrain ribbon. But the bow itself didn't come out very even, okay? So the best type of ribbon to use for most of these bows, not all, but most, is a wire ribbon. Now, isn't this particular ribbon cute? I just got this at Walmart, and it says, thankful, grateful, blessed. And I thought this ribbon here would be really great if you were taking a little food basket over as a hostess gift and you had nice little breads and cookies. You could put a little pretty bow on this. But this is wire ribbon. Got it at Walmart. This is also wire ribbon. And this is not. So for some of the bows, or one of the bows I should say, it didn't turn out too bad, but I wanted to use this check ribbon for a particular project I've been working on. So this doesn't have wire, but it did turn out okay. Got this at Walmart. Then this I also got at Walmart. There's really no wire in it, but I found it really easy to manipulate and push into different directions that I needed it to go. Also from Walmart. This is a glittery one. This has wire in it. So like I said, the wire is pretty easy. This also has wire, but the fabric is a little thick. So for some of the things it was a little challenging, but I managed to get through it. But this was a little better. The wider the ribbon, the more challenging it was for me, but it can be done. So these 3 here are all wire. As an option, you can use these little fuzzy sticks. Now, I was calling them pipe cleaners because years ago that's what we called them, but now they call them fuzzy sticks. So these are kind of glittery looking. You can use those with your glittery bows, and these are used if you want to tie your bow onto something. And then these are non-glittery fuzzy sticks or pipe cleaners. The other thing that I'm using are some old scissors, and I have marked zipper on it. And that's because these are the scissors I use to cut through the teeth of zippers. So if you're cutting into your wire ribbon, you don't want to use your nice scissors at all. And then of course I'm using some other small scissors to do one other little incision on the ribbon. Okay, let's get started on the first bow. This is just what I call a very basic bow. And sometimes, you know, you look at a bow and it's like perfect. How did they do that? Well, it's pretty easy. It's not tied like a traditional bow, but it comes out looking like a traditional bow. So for this one, for this size, you can make your bows any size you want. I'm cutting a piece of ribbon, and I'm using 2.5 inch wide ribbon, 120 inch, 124 inch length, and then you have an optional fuzzy stick, okay, or pipe cleaner. So you're gonna take your longest piece and fold it in half, not a real harsh fold, but just so you can mark the center, and then open it up and take the ends and go past the center about an inch, inch and a half, okay? Now, when I'm doing this, I can't grasp and hold it with one hand. I'm putting my hand down to hold it. Okay, so I may tell you to grasp. So you do what I say, not necessarily as I do, okay? So now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to fold it in the middle into thirds, okay? And then I'm going to turn this other one, here, let me grab this, turn it upside down so that the little ends are on the bottom. And now I'm going to take this one and put it underneath. All right, so you want it tight in the middle here. And then scrunch this part up. Right? So now you're like that. Now take it and tie it in a knot. And yes, you can tie a knot with one hand. You just got to be really patient. Okay? Okay. So now I'm going to put my hand down on this, but you can grasp it. And then you're going to tighten up your knot and try to make the ends come out even. Let me get the pipe cleaner out of the way. All right, I think I've almost got it. Manipulate your ribbon so that the pretty side is forward. Okay, so now bend it down like this. Now you want to take it and kind of mush it into the shape you want it, and then open this up. Remember, this has wire in it, so it's real easy to shape. And then take this side. Okay, now I'm going to twist this because I'm going to turn it around so you can see. Twist this. Now it's a little uneven. You can keep them uneven if you like. Remember, it's your bow. It's whatever is appealing to you. But to get those really pretty little ends, I'm going to take some small scissors and I'm going to just fold the ends over. And I'm going to cut from the fold down to the bottom corner down here. And you can make it as deep or as short as you want. And you open it up and that's what it looks like. And then do the same thing on this side. Now, one of the things I'm not going to demonstrate because it's kind of dangerous for me. Well, I'm going to take my, well, don't have it. Hold on a second, bear with me. There we go. Okay, so I got it there. On some ribbons, you can take a lighter, like a cigarette lighter, and you can just lightly touch the edges of some of the ribbons. I don't know if it'll work on this one, but those that kind of, they melt just a little bit. Well, because I have a hand issue, I'm worried I'm going to set myself on fire. So if you want to try that, that's up to you. So this is just a little simple bow. When I have a craft project, I'm usually hot gluing it down so that it stays on. But maybe you're going to use these bows to put on a package you've wrapped up. So you could use your fuzzy stick to help you attach it to your package. So you can just insert your fuzzy stick through the back of the bow, in through the loop, and pull it there, and then you can twist it and then use it to attach to whatever package or object you're going to attach it to. And of course, fluff up everything. Now, one of the things you need to keep in mind is when you're making this bow is this knot here must be really tight, otherwise it'll come apart. All right, this next one looks similar to the first one, it's just got a little bit more in it. And so this time you're going to need, and I'm using the 2.5 inch wide ribbon. Now you can use narrower ribbon if you like, and again it works best with wire ribbon. One 20-inch piece, one 16-inch piece, and two 22-inch pieces, and an optional fuzzy stick. So here's how it's going to go. You're going to take your two longest ones, your 22-inch pieces. And you know how you folded that one piece in the beginning? Well, do it again to fold it to find your middle. Overlap them. Okay, they're in the center. And then do the same thing with your other one. And I'm going to use my little pin tray to hold it while I fold. And make sure that these two are the same length. Okay? And there we go. And now set these aside. Take your 16-inch one, do the same thing. Fold it over like this. Alrighty. I'm going to put this one on my left side because I'm a lefty. So now you're going to put all of them together. So you're going to take these two and put one like that, and you're going to make like an X shape. So there's kind of your X. All right. Now the shorter one here is going to go straight across this way. So this is the way it kind of looks. I'm going to move this out of the way. Take this one and fold it in like we did on the first ribbon. Just fold it over in thirds. Okay. Scrunch it up. And then with this one, you're going to scrunch them all up like this. Now, if you can grasp it, go ahead. All right, I can kind of grasp if I put my hand down like this. Now take this one and you're going to wrap it around. I'm going to turn it over so that I can tie it. And then tie it in a knot. Just one pass is all you need to do. Now we had to stop camera so I could clean up my mess, but what I showed you is what you're supposed to do. All right, once you get this knot tied, then you want to begin fluffing these up. Remember, you have your two longer ones on the bottom, kind of in an X shape, and the shorter one in the middle. So now just open and fluff them up. And then take the other two longer ones and do the same thing. And then go over to the other side, fluff it up. One more. Then go ahead and cut your ribbon any shape you want at the bottom. It can be straight across or like this, or you can even make it pointed. And then again, if you want your fuzzy stick in there, I've already showed you how to put that on. All right, let's go to the next one. This last one that I'm going to demonstrate, I'm not using wire ribbon in it because I was trying to make a bow for a craft project I'm working on, and so I really wanted to use this checked ribbon. And it didn't turn out so bad, but it does have a different look with wire ribbon. So you're going to cut your ribbons. You need 3 that are 6 inches, 3 that are 7, 3 that are 8, and then 1 that's 10 inches, and then an optional fuzzy stick. So you're going to take your long ones, and let me move these over. And you're just going to kind of put them something like this. So you start with the biggest ones on the bottom, and then you take the 7-inch and you just kind of spread them out like this, always keeping track of where center is. And then take your 6-inch and do the same thing. You're just sort of fanning them out. All right, like that. Then, of course, you're going to scrunch up your long 10-inch piece, like this. I'm just going to fold it in thirds again or scrunch it up. Now this is a little tricky for me, but I can do it, so I know you can. Just grab them in the center, pinch it, okay, scrunch it up as best you can. And I'm going to lift this up. Okay, so now I'm going to take the 10-inch, keep it scrunched up in the middle, and I'm going to turn it over and tie it in the back. Now on this one, you kind of want the one that you're tying to be, the ends to be somewhat even, the same length, if you can. If not, you can always trim them a little bit. And go ahead and pull. Now right now it doesn't look like much, but what I had to do, you notice that my knot is a little off center, so all I did was just pull on them till they all came out on the same length on each side. Then when you're done, you want to fan these out. And when it has wire in it, it does look different. And I'm going to show you some samples of other ones I've made out of different types of ribbon, and they all look very different. So this was just a cloth and very thin. So let me show you this other one. Here's the same one, glitter. This is very stiff ribbon, very stiff. It was really hard for me to do, but it doesn't look bad. It has a completely different look. And then when it has wire in it, look at the difference. Of course, this is longer lengths because this is really wide ribbon. Another thing you can do with all your leftover pieces of ribbon, here's the same one. I had several colors left over from different projects, and I put 2 in there. You could have them all different. So on these ribbons that I've shown you, you can get very creative and really do whatever you want. So I know one thing, I can do it, I know you can do it too. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. One little piece of advice is when you're first learning how to do this, don't spend a lot of money on your ribbons. Go to the dollar stores, the 99-cent stores, buy some there and practice a little bit before you spend a lot of money on ribbons. If you're interested in taking your scrap fabrics and turning them into fabric bows, there will be links listed below your YouTube screen. And I'll also have other beginner sewing projects links down there for you to watch. Now make sure you follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And happy bow making! If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.